Welcome to the CatchMark SportsNet Hot Seat. I'm Tate. Stine. With me, I have Nick Moss, part of the Montague baseball team, senior captain. How are you?
Good, thanks for having me.
For those of you that don't know, the Hot Seat is kind of like the sister segment to the Icebreaker that we did in the winter. So this is essentially the Icebreaker for the spring season with spring athletes, where we highlight a student athlete. So we're going to highlight and get to know Nick Moss. First off, Nick, is baseball your favorite sport, and why if it is?
Baseball is my favorite sport. It's currently the only sport I played. And honest to God, just growing up, baseball is kind of the sport I was always best at. So I kind of grew that liking because I was always succeeding and, playing good compared to the other sports. And then just as I got older and I got to know the game more, it quickly became my passion.
Who would you say is your favorite actor?
Shout out to Cannon here, probably Mark Wahlberg, and honest to God, it was just from the other guys. I love that movie to death. Him and Will Ferrell are probably in the top three, but yeah, Mark Wahlberg's up there for sure.
Mr. Moss, what would you say is probably the best part of your game?
This one's also kind of out of pocket here, but I'd definitely say my mentality. I think a lot of people, when they think about the best part of the game, it's, physical attributes, but for me, I just kind of pre-play stuff, and I know the game super well, so just kind of knowing what to do with the ball, even when I'm at the plate, kind of getting myself into pitch counts and that type of deal. So I'd say probably the best part of my game is definitely the mental side of it.
And then when you go up to the plate, go up to home plate, what would you say is your best walk-up song?
So I've had two. Yes Indeed, my sophomore year, and Follow God, my junior year. And between those two, Follow God was the fan favorite for me.
Oh yeah, who sings Follow God?
Kanye West.
That's what I thought, just making note. I know you probably watch a little bit of the major leagues. Who would you say that you probably play the most like?
He's a new guy, but Steven Kwan for the Cleveland Guardians.
Okay.
And that's just simply because he's got a great bat-to-ball ratio. He doesn't strike out a lot. He's in the MLB, so yeah, he will hit for power. Me personally, I don't hit for power a whole lot, but I also don't strike out a whole lot. So just putting the ball in play like he does a lot. Personally, from a hitting aspect, that's who I compare myself most to.
Obviously gotta have some big goals. What do you say is one of those goals that you have for this season as a team?
Everyone has team goals, so I think as a team goal, definitely, winning conference, I think that's kind of the big one and the main one for everyone that plays a sport. But then as a personal goal of mine as well, it's to kind of create a legacy. Leadership's huge in sports, so after I leave, I want these guys to kind of get a good understanding of what a good leader looks like. So for years to come, there's only going to be good leaders behind me.
I like that. So thanks for joining me, Nick. I appreciate you coming out here in left field with me for the first edition of the Hot Seat. This will be a weekly segment, but once again, thanks for joining me, and tune in next time for the next Hot Seat.